Welcome, everyone. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for your weekly angel reading for April the 7th through the 13th, 2014. And so let's just take a moment. I've already called everyone, your higher selves, to align with me and your angels and my guides and angels through the focus of Source, to attune our alignment with our soul's truth and with the highest and best possibilities for us in the upcoming week, for clarity and guidance that will help us to, remain in our vortex, to kind of stay in that flow and to just allow as much receptivity of the blessings and the guidance that will help us to move forward and to kind of just start getting they're just showing me automobiles actually from different periods of, it's almost like an automobile history here. And there's a feeling that the angels, they're showing me, the angels are kind of like hovering above your automobiles. They're just changing from one to the next. Taxis, no matter what it is. There's taxis, there's all kinds of cars. I'm seeing the 50s, the 20s, trucks, pickup trucks. I'm seeing every kind of vehicle imaginable. And I'm seeing a school or a forum of angels all around us, and angels traveling with you. So in this week, if this is about you moving forward, this is about literally some kind of movement that's going to take place, whether it's, or transition is another word that comes up. So this could represent so many different things. It could be literal for some of you, maybe, and it could be also symbolic. And for all of us, this feels like that when I called in the energy, I saw lots of angels and I felt a very high vibration of frequency and energy, momentum. So this could also be speaking about the momentum that is with us in the universe, and get a sense that we're really going to start to see some shifts. And they were also showing me, before I even started this, books. So when they open a book and they kind of lean it towards me, it means that there's some kind of information that they are going to be sharing with you. And it looked like lots of books and lots of angels. So just be very open to the guidance that you're getting as you're taking action and moving forward and transitioning. They really want you to know that they are with you every step of the way. They are hovering above you, around you, with you. They're driving in the car with you. They're on the journey. They want you to really, they're just inundating my vision with this repetition of dreams. And it also means, and I think the representation of the different cards as I'm getting from them represents, that we're all in different stages of our transitioning. It doesn't matter where you are, on which level of frequency, if you're in the old to the new, you're all being helped. You're all being guided. You all have plenty of angels around you, and they are pretty much everywhere you go. And this is really profound because I've never had them kind of talk about their presence before. And they're just saying they want you to really have an awareness this week. I'm almost getting a sign that feeling that you may actually notice or see your angels. You may have more of a sense that your angels are with you this week. And that's going to be very exciting, actually. And a message I think I bypassed because everything was moving so fast. They were showing me an umbrella, which for me always means that they're watching over you and protecting you. But this was the kind of umbrella we use for outdoors, like for picnic table, or we go to the beach or something. So this, I don't know if this is about, vacationing or, you know, excuse me, maybe, okay, they're showing me turtle, which for me means, to kind of take some time to slow down this week and to kind of, some retreat time for yourself. So it is something like a vacation, but it doesn't mean you have to go off somewhere, but spend some time, take some free time and relax, slow down a bit. And I'm now getting that all these cars and all this movement, which I'm constantly seeing. I'm seeing race cars now. I'm seeing all kinds of cars, still all kinds of cars. This is really fantastic. It's really kind of exciting to see. And so you need to slow down because things are going to be moving very fast. And so you need to stay centered. You really need to stay, keep your ground. And as I see all of these cars, from different, like the 40s, the 20s, this random, even a Flintstone car, but, the sense I'm getting is that you need to really keep your ground, no matter which road you're on, because by law of attraction, we're all operating on different frequencies of experience, but the help is there, and everyone from all walks of life, from all levels of experience and frequency, we all need to tune in, center ourselves, and stay very grounded. So I'm going to just go ahead and turn over the cards because those images will not stop. And I would be really happy to hear from everyone what these images mean to you, because I think it's really interesting that it keeps happening. Okay. Now this is interesting. The card is Beloved One, and it says, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Okay, so this is the Archangel Chamuel, and this card is really talking about, romance, and as a potential romance, or those of you who are in your relationships, and maybe this has to do with helping you to rekindle your love. So possibly, we need to pay attention. Like everything's moving fast, and we're so concerned about where we're heading and where we're going and what we're doing and, what's coming up next, and, where's my next, where's the money coming from for this? Where is this? We're so consumed by things and technology, and we maybe need to take some time to tune into our relationships with our higher self, relationship with those, our loved ones and family members, your spouse, your partner. This is the time to kind of slow down this week and spend some time with them. So things may feel like they're moving very quickly for you this week, but what they're saying is that the relationship with Source, God, relationship with your higher self, relationship with your truth and your dreams, okay, but with your to nurture your soul and your relationships with others is very, very central to who we are. This is the greatest gift that we have in our lives. These are relationships with all of these aspects of ourselves, which are all divine relationships, right? And so everyone who's in your life is there for a reason, a purpose. And no matter what roles they're playing, they're still acting as a soulmate in that regard, because they, before coming and incarnating like all of us, we all had these agreements to participate in our quote unquote play, if you will, and so we're helping each other to fulfill and play out these roles that expand and nurture our soul's growth, and it helps us to grow spiritually. And so, this is very important. So, bless everyone that comes into your life, no matter how they appear or how they interact with you, whether you perceive it in judgment as a right, wrong, or good or bad. It's still a divine soul mate relationship in that way. There are many levels, I believe, that soul mate this takes on. I mean, we are all actually soulmates to each other because we're all like brothers and sisters. We're all spiritually from the one source. We're of the beloved one, and so that makes us all soulmates. And then there are people so there's those different types of love, and so just to really nurture that, let me just tune into this card just to see if there's any additional information. And I feel like I've covered this with what I'm getting from them, but they're just kind of showing me a hand. It's kind of like reaching down. So, this is like kind of like they show me your hands kind of like in a fist, and then, which doesn't mean about fighting, but to me it's just feeling like a tension, like and like you need to reach out. So you kind of need to let go of some tension and reach out to other people, to just kind of reach out. And they're saying you'll see some changes happen when you just don't try to keep it all to yourself. Take some steps, they're saying, to just reach out. And, they're showing me bare feet, which is, the sense I'm getting is, kind of kick back, take off your shoes, find a new approach. Just sometimes like doing something that you wouldn't normally do and just going for it in a different way and kind of reach out. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the cards for the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. All right, and this is interesting. So we have the Hermit, and we were just talking about kind of slowing down. And the Hermit is all about being on that spiritual journey, spending some time to go within, to quiet the mind, and to kind of focus and to, refocus yourself, to kind of rebalance things, your energy, and, to kind of, from this point, kind of reconnect with what's really meaningful and what has purpose for you. It's always good, when things are shifting in our lives, that we don't forget to make time for that connection with our souls. So this is really kind of like confirming this card's meaning for me a little bit more. So let me just tune into this card and see if I get any additional information from the angels. So, I'm just seeing actually you kind of being in a car, seeing someone like in a car. And so it seems like, and I'm also seeing something with some kind of relationship. So just seeing some kind of stress. So there's something that's on your mind as you're going on. So I'm getting a sense of like, okay, you're moving through the week and you're going about your things and something is on your mind. There's some relationship, or it could be with a spouse, it could be with a partner, it could be with a coworker, it could be a daughter, a son, or a child, or, it feels something like this actually. Someone that's really dear to your heart, that you care a lot about, and it feels like something was said or something needs to be resolved. And, so that you need to take some time to kind of like think about this, to reflect on it and work that out. And then, kind of get your footing, and then, but take some time to think about it. So it feels like don't act on this situation right now. Let it kind of incubate for a little while. Think about it, nurture, come from a nurturing place. You may need to change your perspective a little bit and need to be a little bit more nurturing and compassionate. And, just really because sometimes people may really need you to be, you may have our own agenda and they may need something else and maybe they're not able to say it. And I just get a sense that you need to just take some time and think about this and think about it from the other person's point of view, or try to connect with them, or try to be open and listen to what it is that's really gone on with them, because that may help you to understand what's going on between you or what you're worried about or concerned about. Okay, so let's take a look at the next card. All right, and it's the Four of Earth. Okay, and the Four of Earth is all about really, so this has to do usually with finances, and it's about, usually it's the image of the someone who's kind of like a miser, who kind of like holds on to everything. I'm getting a feeling that, in relationship to this card, it's kind of like you kind of tend to hold things in, okay? And going back to that hand about reaching out and offering. So, to this person, to try to reach out, to not hold things in. So if you're having any concerns, to not hold them in, to share your concerns with others, reach out, allow yourself to receive help. Let me just tune in to see what I see in this card. There's a feeling like you're sitting on the fence, okay? But what I'm actually seeing is a brick wall, but that's the phrase that came into my mind. You're kind of sitting on the fence about something, and your back is, the person's back, this is all symbolic, like characters. The back is to me, and they're looking on the other side of the wall. It's kind of like very bright and sunny, but they're showing me that there's like a film, something that's like what's the word? It's almost like a screen that's kind of in your way, and it's keeping you from having the clarity that you need. It's kind of shaping or coloring the way you are looking at your situation or seeing this particular situation. And so, I guess the feeling I'm getting is to not hold back, to reach out, I would go towards that sunlight, towards that other side where things feel better. So pay attention to, what feels good to you and what doesn't. And kind of go with the one that feels like the most ease for you and that has the greatest and highest good of everyone involved in the situation, and make that choice. There was a feeling I had about the sense that you're already facing in the direction of where you would like to go or how you would like to pursue this, whatever this is. And so go with that, trust that, okay? Don't hold on to things. Don't sit when you already have this, like that sit on the fence thing and facing that direction tells me that you already understand what you need to do. And, whether this has to do with relationship with someone else or it has also to do with a financial choice. Maybe there's been a disagreement about doing something or moving on, or the positions or the directions that you're thinking about going, and you're kind of sitting on the fence right now because the other person doesn't agree or something like this, and you are afraid yourself to take that leap. And so the thing I'm getting is to just reach out, move forward in the direction of your heart and what you know is best for all involved. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week, for the weekend. Okay, and we have the Seven of Air. So it says, plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. All right, what I'm always drawn to in this card when I see it is this whole merry-go-round. And notice that in the background that the two unicorns are free. This is a merry-go-round of the ego. I've been writing about this in the week, during the week. And we don't, because it cycles. It's like a pattern. You just do something over and over again. And you keep doing the same thing over and over again, even though it doesn't work, right? And so it's time to kind of walk away, and get off of it. As soon as you can be free of this merry-go-round as soon as you get off of it. So this card usually shows someone like a thief, kind of running off with some of this, like most of the swords. And so I feel that, this is like how our ego deceives us, is what I really think about when I think about this card, and getting caught up in our own deceptions of the illusions that we spin for ourselves and get caught up in. So, the weekend feels like this is going to be a time for you to really see with more clearly how it is or what it is that you're cycling, so that you can really be free from this. This whatever's making you sit on the fence over here. So this week already seems like it's a time for you to really go inward. This is about a relationship. So this is about inner relationship, that spiritual soul relationship, breaking free of, those mental blocks that keep holding you on that fence, when you can clearly see, the direction that you want to go in. You can clearly see your joy. And, you have to trust that this decision is that the angels are giving you. And so they're the ones, because going back to them, they're everywhere. They're giving you the signs. And you have to listen to your angels. They would never tell you to do anything that would, not be beneficial to you and your entire family. Everybody is going to be safe. Your relationships will work out. If they're meant to be, they will be there when you make your decisions. The angels would never ask you to do anything that is selfish, but everything is to give and to allow everyone to have the experiences that they have come here and the lessons that they've come here to learn, and to have the spiritual growth that will enable them to be stronger. So you have to remember that. Sometimes you have to learn to be strong within yourself first in order to really give strength to others. And so, making a decision that comes from your soul's truth, that comes purely from your heart and your higher self, is a decision that the universe has already taken when it creates everything for us. This is why we must learn to lean on our higher self's guidance, because it sees the big picture, just not for you, but everyone else. So when, everyone else is taken care of, all of us are taken care of with the decisions that the universe makes for us. And so I really am seeing now that this is going to be, like they're showing me like kind of the Statue of Liberty's flame. And so this is going to be very liberating for you. They're showing me the whole family in a car, moving together, whoever it is, your family or friends or whoever it is you're concerned, what you call your circle of friends or what you call your family, because we all have different definitions for family. And that's a beautiful thing. But whoever they are, you're all going to really benefit from this decision, this inner strength that you find within yourself this week to make the choice that you're being guided to by Source will liberate not just you, but everyone in your family. Okay, so let me take the card from the bottom and look at there. So, ego. So that was right on what we were just talking about. So it says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things. And that's exactly what they were telling me in the beginning before we turned over the cards, that you've just been, allowing all of your fears about money, about not having this, and or I don't know where the money's coming from for this bill, etc. I'm going to do something that I've not done, but I'm going to turn this over, okay? Because these two cards, there were two cards that wanted to come out from the bottom, and now I'm looking to see that it's the Moon card. So, okay, so this tells me right away that, because the full moon is usually a time for healing. So, pay attention to the moon cycles right now, as they're having an effect on your, on the choices that you're making. They're influencing your emotions. And so you want to really keep balance or remain balanced. And you want to work with the cycles of the moon, is what I'm getting from the Archangel Chamuel, for manifestation work. And also for your own, to balance your own energies. And so this is going to be really important. So it feels like this is going to be a very intuitive week. And it's interesting because we have the ego and we have the moon. So just pay attention to things. It's going to, emotions are going to be running a little bit this week, but pay attention to try to stay centered, really tune in, and like how this card is flanked by these two. So the whole thing here is, and I'm really looking at this card as representing now, at this point for the reading, is because there's many things you can pull out from the cards and they're all valid, but this now is really representing you, your higher self, the beloved one, which is you, and you staying centered. So ask Archangel Chamuel to help you to see through the eyes of your higher self, through the eyes of Source, to focus on love, so you don't get caught in between these imbalances that can be brought up by the combination of the moon card and the ego together. This just tells me that there's going to be some emotional imbalances and some illusions. And what it has to do a lot with you getting so caught up in your all the things that you think you lack. Okay. And because you focus on it that way, then that causes more anxiety and fear. And so it's causing you to hold back. And that's why the advice is really to go within, to really quiet your mind. Don't forsake your spiritual practice, okay? When things are going well, you keep maintaining your spiritual practice, so that when things are a bit of a challenge, or as I like to say, when opportunities come up, okay, look at it differently, or options are presented to you, that you can go within and may have that work for you in the good and the times that are not so good, okay? So, but it's always all good. It's just that there are times that there's more room for growth. And that's why I like to look at the what we would call negative aspects of our life. This is an opportunity for more growth, to increase the light within you. When remember the light that you gain, the truth that you gain is like a flame, an eternal flame that expands the entire universe of love, of creation itself. So everything that you do, every effort you make to be true to yourself, just expands and inspires everyone around you, and it really goes right to the source and the heart of God, which feeds it back to the entire universe as blessings, as lessons that become transmuted into light and love. So I thank everyone for joining me for this week's reading, and if you would like to get an angel reading with me, please feel free to go to the description link below this video and click on the link for the angelschool.com services page. And also join us on Facebook for the daily card readings from Monday through Friday, where you can, we will go more, deeper into the week, and tune in to those of you who are there and deliver more messages from the angels. But you have a host of angels around you. Call upon them, listen to their guidance this week. Slow down and hear their answered prayers for you. And so I send you much love and angel blessings until next week.